What if I told you that the place you live in, the people around you, and the job you do are slowly killing you? But you stay, pretending everything's fine. How many times have you caught yourself saying, "I can't take this anymore," and yet kept going? Not because you want to, but because you feel like you have no choice. Today, I'm not here to give you a cheap motivational speech filled with cliches. I'm here to give you a raw truth. You can grow even when everything around you is falling apart. But it's going to hurt, and it's going to demand more from you than you ever imagined. Nobody taught you how to protect yourself from a toxic environment. When you grow up hearing you have to be grateful, you learn to settle for emotional crumbs. Worse, you feel guilty for wanting to leave. Like seeking peace is some sort of selfish act. Family, relationships, coworkers. How many of those connections do you keep out of habit? Out of fear of seeming ungrateful? And the sickest part is you still try to please them. You still try to prove your worth to people who don't even care to truly see you. And when you try to change, that voice shows up. You're being selfish. You're being ungrateful. As if you owed eternal loyalty to those who only drain your energy. This video is for you. If you feel like you're wasting your time, your energy, and your sanity in places and relationships that only pull you down. And I'm going to show you how to start growing, even in the middle of chaos. There's no magic, but there is a path. And that path is built through small daily decisions, quiet courage, and the refusal to keep living the way you are. Let's be honest, you're still trying to please others because, deep down, you believe you need their approval just to exist. But let me tell you a hard truth about the world. Nobody's really thinking about you. People are too busy trying to survive their own struggles to care about your haircut, your career, or whether you're happy. That may sound harsh, but it's actually freeing. Because once you understand you're not the center of the universe, you can finally act without carrying the weight of other people's judgment. That fear of being judged, it comes from insecurities we picked up as teenagers. But in adult life, hardly anyone's watching you. They're all too busy with their own survival. And that realization changes everything. It gives you freedom. The freedom to mess up, to experiment, to start over. Toxic environments make you get used to less. To dumb jokes, empty conversations, lack of support. And when you spend too long in that place, you start thinking that's just how life is. Like living next to a garbage dump and eventually not smelling it anymore. That's the danger. Getting used to what's hurting you. Toxic people make you settle for less than you deserve. They distort your sense of what's healthy. And you know what's worse? When something good finally shows up, you sabotage it. Because your system's been trained to reject what feels right. You are not selfish for leaving harmful relationships. If they don't value you, walking away is an act of courage and self-respect. It's guilt that keeps you stuck. But understand this, people who truly love you want the best for you. Anyone who wants to see you shrink doesn't love you. But I can't leave my house right now. I depend on this job. I've got no one to lean on. I get it. That's why your evolution has to start from the inside. If you can't change your surroundings yet, change what you consume. Build a healthier inner environment. Emotional nutrition is real. And right now, you're feeding on anger, gossip, and scarcity. Start by changing what you listen to, what you watch, who you talk to. Changing your environment is like changing your brain's diet. New inputs lead to new ideas. New ideas lead to new decisions. And that leads to different outcomes. Follow people who inspire you. Read things that stretch your thinking. Swap that noisy WhatsApp group for a podcast that challenges you. Build a small parallel universe inside your current reality. That bubble will be your fortress. Use the internet to your advantage. Create a plan with goals and deadlines, even if it's hard. Start developing skills little by little, even if it's just 20 minutes a day. But do it. That's your escape plan. If you can't leave your house or job just yet, treat this moment as a temporary phase of your bigger mission. Start preparing for the day you'll walk away. Your self-confidence is shattered because you've spent too long listening to the wrong voices. But do you know how to rebuild it? By making small promises to yourself and keeping them. Don't wait for praise. Don't wait for support. The validation you've been chasing out there, It's exactly what you need to learn to give yourself. Self-confidence grows through autonomy. When you act based on your own values, your self-worth naturally strengthens. Judging is easy. Taking action is hard. Most criticism comes from people who never had the guts to do what you're trying to do. And remember this, those who judge you don't pay your bills. They don't live your life. They don't carry your pain. So why do so many people stay stuck? Because they keep waiting for permission to try something new. But creativity only flourishes when you're not afraid of being judged. Creativity blooms with authenticity. When you stop worrying about what others think, you finally start creating something real. To build, to create, to take risks, you need focus. And focus doesn't come from outside. It's born from an inner decision that you're no longer going to live dependent on the approval of people who aren't living your life. Invest in what truly matters to you. Protect your money, your time, and your energy so you can build your freedom. And remember, discomfort isn't your enemy. It's the trigger for your growth. Just like muscles need weight and effort to grow, your mind needs challenge to evolve. Maybe right now you're feeling off, exposed, even shaken. Good, because real change only starts when something inside you breaks apart. You don't need a perfect roadmap. You just need courage to take the first step, even in the dark. Use this freedom to your advantage. If no one's really watching, live your way. Do what's meaningful to you. Chase what you believe in. The two most important things in life are the experiences you have and the people you love. And the people judging you, they're almost never part of either. If you made it this far, comment below. I choose to set myself free, even in the chaos. That simple act of writing it down, that's your first promise to yourself. And if this message hit home, share it with someone who needs to hear it today. Someone you love who might be quietly losing themselves. See you in the next video.